guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming highly requested video through DMs and stuff on Instagram while we were in Disney World, and that is my Disney World sweatproof makeup tutorial. Now just a little quick disclaimer, I have studied makeup artistry but I don't practice it, so technically I'm not a makeup artist. I don't work as it as my job, so just in case I'm applying stuff all over the place or anything like that, that's just my little disclaimer there. And I'm going to just run through it. I think it's a pretty simple routine with pretty simple products that I use, and we're just going to get straight into it. So guys, with any Disney makeup tutorial or any kind of Disney video at all, an essential is my mini ears. So I'm going to pop on my mini ears, and this will help hold back my hair as well while we are doing the makeup tutorial. So guys, the first product I'm going to use is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Liquid. And I'm just going to go in with a good amount of this product and just pop it on. So this is like one of my holy grail products at the minute. It just leaves your skin so glowy and dewy, and obviously if you're using a matte foundation you will still get the matte effect, but you'll get a nice glow to go along with it. So this is definitely an essential product of mine, and I don't leave home without it. I actually bought it a few of these while we were in Orlando, so they have these in the outlet store in the premium outlet mall. I get the shade Champagne Pop and it is divine. So the next product that I'm going to use is my holy grail foundation, which is the Urban Decay All Nighter, and this is the shade 4. I always use shade 4 when I have fake tan on because I feel like it matches the best. One thing that I would say about this product is that it does oxidize, so if you are in the store trying this out and you swatch it or you put it down the side of your cheek to see if it matches your skin tone, I would say go out of the store, wait 30 minutes or 40 minutes until the product fully oxidizes and you can see the true color, because I've had people say to me that it does oxidize, and it does oxidize on me as well. So that's just a word of warning not to pick the first shade that you swatch against your skin, because it might come out a lot darker than you would actually think. So yeah, that is my number one tip with this foundation. Again, this is a really full product foundation as well. It's high coverage, full product full coverage product, so you don't need a lot of it. It is really pigmented, it's a matte finish, and it is for, I would say, an oily skin tone. I wouldn't say if you use like a drier kind of if you have a drier skin type for this type of foundation, I don't think it would really work. It might like stick to dry patches and like cling to kind of like lines and stuff in your face. So I would definitely say this is for a more oily kind of dewier skin tone. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and go in and pop this product on. I'm going to show you, it does look quite dark compared to my natural skin tone, but again, I do have a fake tan on, so it will match my fake tan. And the brush I'm using is a Morphe M6. I got this out in the Florida Mall because there is a Morphe store out there, just for anyone who doesn't know who's out in Disney World at the minute. I'm just going to do so I just put a generous amount onto the top of the brush, and then I just kind of pop it all over my face. Not randomly, but all over my face. I would concentrate mainly on my T-zone because I do have quite an oily T-zone, and that would tend to break down on me during the day, so that's where I really like to focus my foundation, and obviously bring it right down onto my neck as well, so that it does blend in with my fake tan. And I like to go in around my mouth as well, just so when I'm putting on my lipstick that there's no white gaps or anything like that, because I just hate that kind of look. Yeah, this foundation, like I would put this on first thing in the morning when we were in Orlando, like literally probably 7-6 o'clock in the morning, and I wouldn't top it up until maybe 8-9 o'clock if we went back to the resort at like 6 or 7 and just had like a little kind of, not even a nap, a rest stop I would say. And then I would maybe just like reapply to my nose or my chin or wherever kind of has worn off. But other than that, I wouldn't actually bring this to the park or top it up during the day, which is incredible considering it was 37 degrees when we were over there, which it was crazy hot. Like we died the first couple of days trying to adjust to it because it was just like no cloud coverage, sun beaming down on top of us, standing in like an hour queue, and you can just feel the sweat roll right down your back. It's very graphic, but that was the world we were living in for 2 weeks. Okay, so the next product that I'm going to use is another holy grail of mine, which I've been using for the last like 6 months, is the L'Oreal Full Wear Coverage Concealer. It is amazing. I'm in the shade Ivory. I could probably do a darker shade, but this is the shade that I currently use. Okay, so I'm going to pop this on. I just go in with this underneath my eyes, and here on my chin, and then my nose, and then a little small bit on, like a little squiggle on my forehead. So this is it going on. So next I'm going to blend this out with my Morphe M6 brush again. This is it here from the Florida Mall, and I'm just going to buff that into the skin. Apologies if I'm looking down, I am looking into a mirror just because I don't want to use the viewfinder to blend it out. I'm going to look down into the little mirror here in my hand and blend that out. So I did get this when we were in America, but they do have this in Superdrug in Ireland and probably in the UK as well. It's such a full coverage concealer. I'm literally obsessed with this. I feel like I look a little bit paler than I was over there, but we're gonna warm it up with some bronzer and with some Give Me Sun from MAC because it's my absolute favorite product. So we're gonna do that now. Okay, so another holy grail of mine is this Chanel, I was gonna say Star Wars, this Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel bronzer. I'm not sure if that's like, yes, that's picking up there nicely. This is a cream bronzer, and I use it for contouring, and I love it. And it's in a really bad shape right now because I've ran out, but I did purchase a new one when we were in the airport. So I have a full one here. I will show you the full one as well because it looks a lot more aesthetic than this grimy one, but at least you know it's a well used and well loved product. So this is the Fresh Baby, and as you can see, it's so gorgeous. Like, look at that whipped swirl, and it actually smells divine. This is like a must-have product for me. So I picked that up in the airport. It was €30, which isn't too bad, obviously for a Chanel product because it is quite high-end, but that's definitely something I would recommend you have in your makeup kit. Even if you don't wear foundation, you could pop that on when you're getting tan on your holidays, and it just looks so beautiful. Because some days I wouldn't wear foundation, I would just wear like fake tan on my face, and then I'd pop that on with a little bit of bronzer, and off to the pool I went, and it was so beautiful. So I'm just going to pop this product on now. I'm using an angled brush. This is just from Primark. I just like the shape of it. It's really small and has a nice little angle on it, and you can get right in there. So I'm just going to show you how I apply this. So I just go from like the top of my ear and just kind of pull it down a small bit. I don't go too far down because it can kind of drag your face down. So we will just stop kind of at the cheek, I suppose, is where I kind of stop. And then I'll go up around the sides of my forehead and maybe just onto my chin as well. And that's just how I apply that product. Now I'm just going to use my foundation brush to buff that product out again because it has leftover product from the foundation, so it will help it blend seamlessly into my foundation. Okay, so I'm going back in with the Morphe M6 brush, and I'm just going to blend in that bronzer, and you can see it already like just darkening up my skin tone a bit. And I feel like this is just such a natural finish as well. Like, it doesn't have any kind of crazy orangey looks or orangey lines to the face or anything like that, which I love. So I definitely recommend that. The next what I would do usually is set my foundation. I have a couple of different powders that I use, but in Florida I was using the MAC Studio Fix. This is actually the powder foundation, and I was using it in NC25. So this is the one that I did use on holidays. I had a number of them with me. So I had the blot powder in medium dark, and I also had a Makeup Forever translucent powder with me as well. So I did bring a few, and I did use them all like transitionally. I'd use one a different day, but this was the one I found that worked the best, and that's it there. Okay, I'm just going to use, this is a fuchsia makeup brush. So this is a brand in Ireland, and I'm just going to pop that on top. It's just kind of a fluffy brush, and I'm going to just pat that all over my skin just to make sure that the makeup is set and it doesn't move at all. So this is definitely an essential. I would bring this in my park bag just during the day because you get so hot and like sweaty. So I would like dab the excess sweat with paper towels, and then I would go back in with this just to reset my makeup and make sure that everything stayed in place. So I didn't bring foundation or anything like that, but I did bring powder just to blot off any excess that was on my skin. And that's it there. So it doesn't leave you too like kind of cakey or dry looking. So that's what I really like about this product. And again, this is like a powder foundation, so it's another layer of foundation to keep it all on during the day. So another product of mine that I swear by, I feel like I swear by all of these products, but like this is why I brought these on holidays, because I swear by them and I use them every day. So this is the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer, and as you can see, it's well loved and nearly all gone. So yeah, this is the shade Give Me Sun, and I go in with this with a Real Technique fluffy kind of powder brush. It's ginormous, and I will just like swirl it in, tap off any excess, and go in where I went in with the Chanel Decay or Decay, or I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll just go in with that over where I placed that bronzer initially, and you can see my skin is starting to warm up quite a bit now and pretty much match my neck, which is the end goal here, because we don't want to be going around with a white ghosty face and a dark tanned body. Okay, so that is my bronzer basically done, and the next product that I would go in with is my blusher. Now this is something new that I picked up. I picked this up when we were in Orlando, so I got this in TJ Maxx. So this is at stop number 2 on the iTrolley over at the marketplace, and it was $16, and I'll show you what it looks like now. It's so freaking beautiful. This is it here. So it has a couple of highlighters, a bronzer, and then this gorgeous blush. So this is the blush that I'm going to go in with and use today, and I'm going to use that on my Real Techniques brush. I have got similar colors to this that I did buy at home, so similar ones to this would be Becca Snapdragon, or you could get MAC, what MAC ones would be similar? I'll put it down in the description, all the ones I have that are similar, because this is kind of my favorite color, like corally, pinky tones. So I will list other products that are similar, obviously, if you can't get this exact palette or shade. And I just go in with that on my cheeks because I love blush, and in particularly I put on a lot of blush with this kind of a look because I put on a red lip, and I feel like when I wear a red lip it kind of tones down all the colours in my face, so that's why I apply kind of a lot more. So now at the minute it's going to look like it's a lot because my lips are obviously nude, I don't have anything on them, but when I put on the red lipstick you'll see how it kind of tones down everything else. So I'm just popping it onto my cheeks, and that's pretty much that there. That is the blush all done and ready to go, and we're starting to look more human already, which is the aim here, because I look like dead when I have no makeup or anything like that on. I'm like a ghosty pale mess. So the next product that I cannot live without is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amerzy highlight, and it is just amazing. I feel like it looks like I'm hitting pan on this already, which is really sad. And I'm going in with a MAC 109 brush. It's just kind of a small tapered brush, and I just pop this on my cheekbones, and I'll pop it on my nose and on my cupid's bow. And on holidays I was popping it just kind of up and over where my bronzer was as well, just to highlight the bronzer and how bronzy we look because we're on our holidays, and I love it. I feel like this makeup came out really well in all the photo pass pictures as well. It just looked really cute. So I think I've just popped on a bit too much highlight. I know there's no such thing as too much highlight, but I think I might have. So I'm going to go in with my blush brush and just tone it down a small bit. And look at that highlight, look at the glow. It's so glowy. Like, amerzy is just the dream highlight. I love it so much. And it's like not chunky, there's no chunky parts of glitter. It's really kind of finely milled and just goes on like the dream. So I'm just going to zoom in for this next part because I'm going to do my brows. So I'm just using the Benefit Precisely My Brow. It's a really thin brow pencil, you can just see it here at the tip, and I'm using it in the shade 3.75. I just use one end of the Precisely My Brow and I just brush through the brows and brush them up, and then I just put the pencil up a small tiny little bit and I go in underneath my brow and I just kind of fill it in. I don't do anything too crazy because my brows are already tinted, so they already have like a lot of colour in them, even though I am naturally very fair. And I don't want my brows to look too crazy in any of the cute photo pass pictures, because I don't want to have like super duper dark scary brows. It's hard to talk and do brows. This is something that I've just learned. Okay. And then I just kind of brush the product through just to make sure it's evenly distributed across my eyebrows. And obviously you can do like those little hair flicks, but I'm not so good at doing those, so I'll leave that up to the makeup experts. I kind of try, but I'm not so great at them, so this is fine. These are my brows and this is, you know, how I like to do them. And that's pretty much my brow. It's not so different to the other one, it's just kind of slightly more filled in, but that's how I like to do them. So I'm going to quickly do the other one off camera and then I'll be back. And just like that, through the powers of editing, we have 2 brows that are done. I'm just going to run through with a clear brow gel and I'll show you exactly what I'm using. It is from Collection 2000. It's available in Boots, I think, and Superdrug also have it. It's like €4 I think, and it's actually a clear mascara that I use, but it holds the brows really well, so I'll show you that now. So I'm just going to go in with this and push it through my brows just at the front, just to kind of give them like a more fluffy look. And then what you can do is, if you want these to stay in place, you can kind of just brush through and set them down as well, which I sometimes do. And then obviously if you see any gaps after you've done this, you can go back and fill them in. Okay guys, so we are pretty much nearly done with this look, this sweat proof, rain proof, water park proof makeup look, and I'm going to go in with one of my favorites, and this is a highly requested product on my channel. So this is MAC and it's called Quite the Standout, and it's one of their retro liquid lips. So it's a matte retro liquid lip in the shade Quite the Standout, and everyone loves this color. It's like the perfect Disney, it matches all the minis, matches everything. So I'm just going to go in with that and pop it on now. And that's one half of it. It's super bright. It's like between an orange and a red shade, but I just love these because they literally last all day, all day. Now I will bring this to the parks with me in my park bag, because just in case, you never know what you're going to eat that can totally pull all the colour off your lips. So that is the complete lips, and obviously highly requested lip colour, Quite the Standout from MAC. That's the one I've been using. There are a few different ones that I did bring with me, and I'll show you them, but this is the one I had on most days. Okay, so 2 other ones that I did bring with me and I did wear throughout the holiday are the Anastasia Beverly Hills. One is in Spicy, which is kind of similar to this tone, and then this one is in Red Coral. I did have Neon Coral and I also had Pastel Coral with me too. Just can't find them at the minute, but they were 2 other ones that I had. So I had this full collection. I had a couple of lipsticks with me because I do love a red lip, and it goes so well with all the mini colours and all the Disney at the minute, because it is in the Halloween season and I just feel red and orange are a match made in heaven. So these are the lip colours that I brought, and obviously I did wear this one 90% of the time, so you don't need to grab these. If you really want it, you can grab this in the airport on your way out as well. I'm sure most of the airports have MAC, so you can grab it in there. Another product that was really requested when I did wear it, I didn't wear this every day, would be what eyeliner I wore. So I wore this, which is the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk. So it is a white shade, and as you can tell, it's It's an absolute bits, but it's definitely a favorite of mine and something that I bring everywhere with me. It just really opens up and brightens underneath your eyes. I can pop it on now actually and just show you, because I might as well show you all the bits and tips and tricks that I have. So I just kind of pull down on my eye and I avoid the tear duct on the inner part and the outer part, because if you put product near your tear duct on the inner or outer, it can cause your eyes to water, which we definitely do not want watery eyes in Disney or anywhere. So most days I didn't wear mascara because these are eyelash extensions and they last 3 to 4 weeks. I did get them done in my hometown, so I got them done here in Drogheda with Simona, and she is unbelievable. So if you are in Ireland, the Louth, Dublin area, and you're looking for lash extensions, I'd highly recommend her. She is unbelievable and they last so well. These are hybrids, so they're a mixture of classic and volume, and I love them, and they were literally perfect in the water parks and everything like that. And obviously you can wear mascara on your bottom lashes, but I usually choose not to, so that's why I'm not going to pop it on today. The final thing I'm going to do is just use a makeup setting spray just to take away any kind of dryness from the powder. And that's that. This is my Disney sweat proof makeup look. So I hope you enjoyed this video and tutorial. It's a super quick one because I don't spend too much time in the morning getting ready. I just kind of pop this face on like every single day, as you've probably seen through the vlogs, and get going, because we're always dying to go to the parks and get going. So I hope you enjoyed the vlog series as well. Obviously there's still videos to come, but I hope you're loving watching them, because I'm loving editing them, and we had such an amazing trip. And I just want to say thanks again to Cassidy Travel for partially sponsoring the trip. It was absolutely amazing, and I just want to say thanks to anyone who subscribed during the trip as well. I'm just so delighted to have 700, oh well, nearly 700 subscribers on here already, which is just insane. But if you haven't liked and subscribed, I'd really appreciate it, and stick around for more Disney vlogs. Chat to you soon, guys.